Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. Today's video is a little bit of a cop-out. I'm going to do a channel update. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing when it comes to just general life stuff and also when it comes to YouTube. And I wanted to get your guys' input on something. So I'll start with that. So I want to know if the people that watch this channel are more interested in the daily stuff that I've been doing, or if they would prefer I did a video every 2 to 3 days. So the trade-off, I think that's still consistent enough to where things will go well with the algorithm, but what it would allow me to do is put more time and effort into a given video, record one day, edit the next, something like that, and it would definitely allow me to spend more time in any given bit. I could have better clips, I could have more thought out music pairing in terms of like how it lines up with the video and whatnot, because in terms of my daily schedule, I can't always put that good of an effort into the videos that I'm making in terms of these daily videos. So if you don't mind, put in the comment section whether you would prefer the daily uploads or for me to take a little bit of time, like 2 days per video or 3 days, something like that, and have more time to work on them. But now I want to talk about just a bit of rambling. So if rambling does not interest you, then I would head out. But I'm gonna be going over a couple different things. First and foremost, I've been trying to stick to regimented habit building, like good habit building. I feel like for a long time I've been spinning my wheels, and that's something I'm trying to change. And part of my daily schedule interests this channel. The other part of it is just that I have a tendency of not being very consistent when it comes to a workout schedule. I'm trying to stay more consistent with that. I'm doing things to try and make sure that I don't fuck it up this time, and it's a good feeling. I feel like I'm doing better, and part of that was to make daily videos, and that way I'm doing better in the algorithm. That way when Elden Tings 4 comes out, it will do quite well, right? Because Elden Tings, the series, especially Elden Tings 3, because that's where I was able to use like the editing softwares, it most closely reflects the type of video that I want to be making. So yeah, I'm not looking to, like, this is not my vision, these daily videos. It's things that I would enjoy watching, even though they're lower effort, but will help me in the algorithm. So when my passion projects do come out every couple months, that they will do better. Because I definitely like the whole Elden Tings thing. It's like Elden Tings, like the T in it is sort of an inside joke, but I've put like my stamp on it. In terms of like making it a series. And for the longest time, what I've wanted to do when it comes to YouTube is sort of making long form videos that are really cool, but also have like different sort of phases to them, almost like different songs on an album, having moments where there's a cool down, whether it be a more laid back section or there being like a designated like commercial break, which if you look in Elden Tings 3, there's 2 commercial breaks effectively, where with static it cuts away to different memes that I made up or stole. And that's kind of in line with what I really want to do. I've had a couple videos in the past that reflected it too, but not to the editing degree that I did with Elden Tings 3. And there's still way more in terms of technicality I want to do. But in terms of structure and whatnot, that's what I like. I like watching it. I like making it. It makes me very happy. For these daily things, to make up for the fact that the editing is so little, I've been trying to be more charismatic when I'm recording. That way it's perhaps more enjoyable to listen to. My inspiration in terms of being more charismatic is Blunder, who's a Pokemon Showdown player. He's very effortless when it comes to making just this sort of Pokemon simulator a lot more interesting than it would be if, say, you're just Joe Schmo was doing it. And when it comes to like inspirations, when it comes to like Elden Tings and stuff like that, where it feels like you're listening to an album or watching a TV program. I have inspirations such as, and check out all these people: Umbra Hammer 2, Mr. Swipes, who is a TF2 YouTuber. These types of videos are my favorite in terms of how they're made. So taking the aspects that are like specifically my ideas and combining it with the things that I've seen from YouTubers like them and making that. The problem is that it's extremely time consuming, and the YouTube algorithm favors consistency way heavier than quality usually. Now, of course, quality is going to be, like, you're going to get taken care of if you've made good quality videos, but consistency is very, very important. And so I've been very happy to see some of the episodes in this sort of like daily thing I'm doing to do as well as they've done. So thank you very much for that. The first one broke 300 views recently. That's very cool. I like that a lot. And also another thing I want to talk about is I had this awesome idea for Elden Tings, the series. I got inspired again by Umbra Hammer 2 for this, but to make the album covers, he does his like it's a video game, right? He'll take like a video game that exists and then like change it to fit in the style of like his armor or whatnot. And I was like, oh my god, that is such a good idea. So I decided to do the same thing, but change it a little bit to be more in the line of album covers. So Elden Tings 3 is a deluxe version. You know, like it's there's no standard Elden Tings 3. It was part of the idea I had. And I literally have Elden Tings 4's thumbnail, which was one of the first things I worked on, as my wallpaper. That way, every single time I log into my phone, I am looking at the thing that I'm trying to complete in terms of long-form project. But this is going to kind of go into the next section of this. Elden Tings 4 is going to take forever to come out. And the reason is that I'm editing on a computer that's not mine. What once was my old computer is now my sister's, and she uses it frequently, so me finding time to work on it is not easy. And also I'm trying to get more ambitious with my skill set. So when it comes to actual like editing knowledge, essentially what you saw in Elden Tings 3 as of current is the proverbial cap in terms of what I know. There are ideas that I have in my mind that I would need to know quite a bit more to do. And so that's obviously going to take a lot of time in terms of learning, guides, and stuff like that. But the thing that I really wanted to show you guys today is I am going to be doing some personal animations. So the girl that I'm always playing as in my Elden Ring videos, I'm coining this. Her name's Antebellum. I know, cringeometer off the charts right now, but if I just say my character or the character over and over, it's just gonna get tiresome. She's gonna be like the face of Elden Tings, right? And I'm usually always wearing like the body gloves and leggings of Knight Armor and the Commoner's headband, just because like being optimal in terms of your armor makes you look like an actual troll, and I hate it. So, you know, it doesn't make sense to some people, it makes sense to others, but I like to look cool in terms of my character and my style, even if it comes at the detriment of being optimal. But she's going to be sort of like she's going to be the one in these animations. She's going to be sort of like how she was in the thumbnail for Elden Tings 3. Well, actually, all of them as of this point. She's sort of the poster, the mascot of Elden Tings. And I wanted to show a couple of the some of the practice photos I've done of her. So now, if you deem some of these shit, I'm sorry. Essentially what I wanted to do was take that look I go with all the time and then make it more so like anime or so. Not because I'm really a fan of anime, but it's definitely much more possible to make that style quicker to produce and still look very good than it would be to, say, draw shit like and make it like look realistic and then try to animate it. That's gonna be painful, and I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I've done. Okay, here's my beautiful desk. So every single bit of practice I've done so far has been in pencil and paper. It's what I'm used to. It's what I'm moderately okay at. I'm going to have to start learning how to animate on the computer, and that means also being able to draw on the computer, so another reason that this video is going to take forever. But these were some of the first sketches I did of her, turning her more so into this. This was the first one that I'm showing you that I was, happy with. I was like, yeah, that works. But then I did different expressions. I did the eyes as well, right? Need to get those right. If you fuck those up, it doesn't look too good. But I did a couple things right. Let me get my shadow out of the way. This is like getting caught red-handed or something like that. I don't know, sort of a cheeky expression. Got this one where she looks pretty happy. The duck. This is supposed to be like a side profile, like looking up at the sky or so. Let me flip the pagerino. This is one where she's supposed to be like smiling at you. This is absolutely the worst one I did. I was not thinking when I did this one. I was trying to do like blades clashing, like intense face. This looks terrible. I have a better one. This is an incomplete one. I should probably get back to it. I don't think there's one. No. Okay. Let me put the camera down for just a second so I can go to the ones that I'm working on right now. I also have these ones over here. I've been doing these doodles while at work. There's this one where she's supposed to be walking with the knight's greatsword. This is the first one I used in a thumbnail. That one is her like giving like a wholesome smile. This is the run it back of the intense face. Definitely could be better, but I like that one substantially more. These are the chibis that I've done so far. I think these are really good for thumbnails. I really like it. This one didn't turn out very good because of the expression. I should have done it again, but I really like this one. I find it quite funny. And then the best picture I've done so far while at work has been this one. I'm very happy with this one. She has the scimitar. I drew the knight armor too dark. It almost looks like in game it would be like black or something. However, I decided to just go with it once I began. And so while it doesn't look exactly like what I'm trying to go for, the armor's too dark, I still think that turned out quite nicely. So these are just a couple examples of what I've been working on. Is there any others that I'm forgetting? I don't think there is. But yeah, that's generally what I've been working on. So hopefully you guys can forgive me that I'm going to be taking forever on this video, but I want to take stuff like this, the shit like this, and learn how to do it on the computer with a drawing tablet. I'm terrible at digital art, but yeah, these are kind of leaks into what I'm trying to do. So hopefully you guys give me the input like I had at the beginning of the video, and hopefully you like the little sketches I've done so far. Yeah, this is not reflective of the detail that I'm going to do. Oh yeah, and then there's also this one. This one's a work in progress. You guys will see it in a thumbnail once I'm done with it. But yeah, have a nice day, guys. Peace.